Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about substances. How did I start sniffing cocaine and the story behind. It wasn't that I will say it wasn't a good thing to do. It was the year 2022. It was the year 2022 where my ex-girlfriend, I was into the relationship for at that time about 3 years, longer than 3 years at that time, 2022. And she had a business. And I mean, it wasn't like normal business. She was running it. And she was also involved into illegal businesses like money laundering, all this. And in 2022, she was arrested in my house, in our house. And at that time, I was at work. I went back home. The police was there. 2 or 3 cars, police cars outside. Well, before that, she has a serious problem, alcohol. She has an alcohol problem where she used to drinking more than enough and going crazy, fighting with neighbors, with everybody, even the police. Well, I didn't mention this in my previous videos, but now I think it's the time to reveal the truth. Because these problems that I won't say it was totally my fault. There was situations where I was into that stress, and I was being used by people like this, my ex-girlfriend. Well, to make that clear, she was arrested that night, and I went back home. Police was there. That day, I remember she had a friend, a Chinese. They all were Chinese, and another girl went to Bournemouth from London. They were start drinking that day. I knew if she was going to drinking, start fighting. It was exactly the way I thought. They were starting fighting, and the neighbors called the police. And I couldn't even get into the house that night. police was there, and I met this girl, Chinese girl. She was outside, was full of wounds and drunk, and she asked me to call a friend or anything to get back to London. And I was staying in the car. I called my friend and a few friends of mine, and I tried to get her sorted. I couldn't get anything sorted. And I remember the police was gone. I was just staying there outside until the police was gone. And she was gone, police station, for a few days. The problem was I had no key. This case was under police investigation, and I couldn't enter my house. It was a flat. I couldn't get into the house. So I was, first night and second, I was sleeping in the car. It was like 2 nights, and then I booked a hotel room, and I stayed in the hotel room for 2 weeks. No, of course, not the same hotel, but I stayed in the hotel for about 2 weeks until I found a share was a bedroom in a share house, and I lost my house, all my stuff, my personal items. Well, it was the year 2022 where after that night I started drinking. It was summer. I started drinking and going out every pub, every bar in the town, and heavily drinking. And from there was some sort of people, but they had this cocaine, and that was one night where I was drinking and my brain didn't work. I just had the wrong decision. And I started sniffing cocaine. It was just one night. After that, I couldn't stop. Well, she went back. This Chinese woman, she was released after a few days from the police station. She went back. We had no clothes. We had nothing. I was living in a hotel room. And after a few days after she was released, she left me. Went to London. She went to London with some sort of other Chinese doing this illegal criminal stuff. So that was the moment where, because I say that I made that clear to her. I say, if you leave, our relationship is done. We are done. Well, she left. I remember I was in a hotel that night. I was drinking, and in the morning I woke up. She wasn't there. I woke up, had a coffee, and I went to work. My working place. She was the work on my working place there, ready to leave. She was ready to leave. I remember I was outside there having coffee, cigarette, and she said to me, "I'm leaving." And I said, "Okay." I just say, "Okay, leave." All right, because I knew she was also she also knew that the relationship is done. Everything is done. And from there, that was the beginning where I was lost. I was lost. So now I'm looking back there after this. It's been 3 years. 3 years, longer than 3 years. 2020, 2022, 2025, half year. 3 years on substance and alcohol. I was on and off. I tried to quit many times. I tried my best. I did my best. I went to rehab. I went to. I just tried to escape. I just tried to escape. Many things were going wrong. Was had a lot of problems. I lost the job. I lost cars. Had an Airbnb business. Was gone. Then there was many things going on. If you are interested in going to watch my videos, I quit substance and alcohol in January 2025. I started filming to making videos, and the idea is that I'm just looking back there. It's been 3 years. I was 27. Now I'm 30 years old. I wasted time. I wasted those many years. And it's not just that. People. It's not just my ex-girlfriend. People in general. There are people who betray. There are people who doesn't care the pain. The only thing we can do is to be willing to change. We need to be willing to change, not people. People don't care. Even if they can do the things worse, they can blame they can judging, they can, but we can do our best to change, finding solutions, solve the problem, and understanding that we had a problem. I had a problem, so I had to make that decision to change, to be willing to change. Alright, this is a new episode on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best. If you are there struggling any substance, alcohol, it's a personal journey. But as long you believing, strongly believing that in your mind, you can make it. You can make that decision to quit and to be willing, just wishing that you can change. I can, everyone can. Alright, so, and also, there's also a cycle of people where we, those people that we used to drinking with or having substance with, they need to go away. We need to get rid of those people because they are not for our benefit. They are just wasting our time and draining and bring us down. Alright, thank you for watching. This is all for now. I wish you all the best and peace.